A quick content advisory. This episode of Bite Size contains minor discussions of suicidal ideation as it pertains to the story of New Moon.
On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the 7th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 11:03 to 13:25. And now, on to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Size. If this is your first time listening to the show, here's what's going on. My name's Ben.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. Thank you for hitting that colon with me.
I just think it's the most important part of the title, and I don't think it gets enough respect.
No, I like a title with punctuation in it. It really tells me you're serious about this.
Yeah, you care.
We're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon, one scene at a time. We take a roughly 90-second-ish scene of the movie, and we watch it, and we talk about it for about a half hour, and we're going to do that to you now.
Yeah, we are. Right to you.
Right to your ears.
Sit down and
shut up.
Let us tell you about Twilight.
Don't interrupt us.
Yeah, guys, this is not there's no question time,
okay? There's no pausing.
Yeah, there's no pausing, okay? I don't care what you're doing, all right? I don't care if you're dropping your kid off at school. I don't care
if there's an emergency.
I don't care if there's a bank heist going on. You're not pausing this.
Yeah. Smash cut.
Scene 7.
We were in a schoolroom. We're not anymore.
Not. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, stupid school. We hate you.
Fuck school.
Boo.
Edward already has 2 degrees, which I didn't know until recently.
Bella doesn't need any because she's going to be a wife and a mother.
Yeah.
Hard cut to the Cullen house. Edward and Bella are standing in front of an oil painting.
They are.
I wish I had an oil painting.
Oh, that's such rich people shit, you know?
It really is. It's a big oil painting. I'm not entirely sure where Carlisle got it.
That's what I was just about to say.
This is going to be about the first 10 minutes of the podcast, is discussing the sort of existence of this oil painting.
Yes, because did he take it from Italy?
Did he have it commissioned?
Did he have it commissioned? And then, I don't know, if he had it commissioned, why did he commission himself standing so far off to the side?
Looking a little like he doesn't want to be in the painting.
Yes.
Why does he still have it? These are questions we're going to have to take one by one as we get to it. Bella and Edward, they're standing in front of an oil painting. Edward tells Bella what's going on in the oil painting. Mm-hmm. The oil painting comes to life.
It comes to life.
It's very delightful.
Oh my God.
Alice interrupts them.
Magic.
That's the scene.
Also, Edward continues to be a sad boy, and then Alice comes.
That could fits in the description of basically every scene in this movie.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. That is repetitive. Edward do be being himself.
Edward do be Edward things the entire time.
The Volturi are a very old, very powerful family. I guess they're the closest thing to royalty my world has.
Is that Carlisle?
Yeah. I lived with him for a few decades. Described him as very refined. No respect for human life, of course, but respect for the arts and the sciences, at least. And the law. Above all, the law.
So this painting, it's the Volturi. They're on a balcony. This image has taken a life of its own outside of the context of Twilight.
Yes.
If you've ever seen a meme of someone looking down haughtily in his fancy clothing at someone else, that's the Volturi.
It's the Volturi.
That's Michael Sheen and his vampire friend.
Did you know the word Volturi, or Volturi, however you say it, Volturi comes from the Latin for vulture.
I did not know that, but I would have assumed it, given that they are pretty close to one another.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah.
And LatinDictionary.com, or wherever the fuck I found this.
The 3 guys.
3 vultures.
The 3 vultures. The Il Tre Volturi.
And that's exactly what they sound like.
Yeah.
Actually, we haven't really heard them talk yet. It's been a hot second since I watched the movie.
Yeah. We'll get to know them a lot better at the end.
But do they have Italian accents?
Not at all.
Oh my God.
Not even a little bit.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they're all British. They are standing on sort of a balcony overlooking a bunch of people who, I don't know what's going on down there.
Party?
I thought maybe they were being eaten. I don't know. But Carlisle's there and he doesn't look happy. I know we generally try not to think about the larger context of the Twilight story.
we can.
We try not to dwell too much on things that haven't happened yet.
Yeah.
But knowing what you and I know about the Volturi and the relationship that Carlisle has with them.
Yes.
Why does he have this oil painting of them in his office? Question mark.
Secret love.
I guess. Because like we said, Carlisle's in there and he looks like he doesn't want to be in the painting.
He's off to the fucking side. Why commission a painting of yourself off to the side?
Right.
Or what if the Volturi sent it to Carlisle? They know where he
assume-
lives, and they're like, hey, happy birthday, we got this made for you.
Yeah, something like that. You just had a wedding. You had a photographer there.
Yeah.
This was before the invention of cameras. So I guess instead of having a photographer at your party, you have an oil painter.
They knew that he got married to Esme, and they got him.
And this was their present.
This was their present.
Okay.
Was, hey, don't forget the boys.
Remember us. Remember the good times we
it's
had.
boys' night every night
Where we
in
watched
Italy.
this man who looks like, there is a guy in the painting who looks like Chef Boyardee. And he's just hanging out on sort of the ground level while the Eel Volturi,
Eel Volturi vulture.
which is the only way we're going to refer to them for the rest of the show's
vultures.
existence. Eel Volturi look down and just sort of snoot at them.
And be haughty and
And
fancy.
and better than. Don't know why Carlisle has it. If I was him, I don't think I would own that.
I don't think so either. Based on, okay, so I told you I did some research into like the characters' backgrounds just because I was curious. Because I was also like, hey, my guy, why are you there? How did you
Right.
get there? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Right.
Where'd you come from?
Cotton Eye Carlisle.
So can we delve a little bit into Carlisle's backstory?
Absolutely.
So what do you know about Carlisle's backstory?
He's a doctor.
He do be doctoring.
I know of the Cullen clan, his sort of family of vamps, the Cullens and the Hales.
What do you know about him, like pre-Cullens?
Well, I know he was the oldest.
He's not the old. Well, he's
Of his
the
group.
first to be turned.
Of his sort of clutch.
Yes, he's the first to be turned.
Yeah.
Esme's older than him,
Yes.
but turned later. I see what you mean.
Yes. But-
Vampire age older, human age younger.
yes. He was born in a year significantly earlier than everyone else he lives
Yes,
with.
he was born pre 1640 per the illustrated guide, so probably like 1620, something like that.
From vague recollections of I think the Breaking Dawn movies, maybe he hung out with Eel Volturi for a time, and then was like, I'm not really vibing with these guys. I don't like their whole lifestyle. I don't condone their violence, but I do like that painting, so I'm gonna dip.
So I'm gonna dip and take
And
this painting,
Basically, as soon as he could, went over to the New World, I guess.
and then doctored it up. Yeah, you've got the basic
Okay.
highlights. So he was born pre 1640 to a pastor in London, England.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And his church was very big on like hunting monsters and like going out in the night to like make sure monsters weren't attacking
Cool.
the town.
Something the church has really been slacking on lately.
They really
As-
have. They gotta get back on their game.
As a boy who grew up in the church, we didn't go hunting vampires.
No, you just
Especially not with any pastors nearly as often as we. A lot of hunting, not a lot of hunting monsters.
ugh, gross. Could have had more fun.
I'd probably still be going to church if it was that
Honest,
kind of
if they
thing.
made church more interesting,
yeah, if,
like,
if
hey
we
guys,
got
we're
to-
gonna go fight werewolves
Yeah.
or some shit. Like, oh, okay.
Here, young man, here's how to make a steak.
So one night while he was out in the sewers of London chasing down a creature, he got bit by an ancient vampire in the sewers of London.
Oh, no.
When he was 23 years old. But he knew that his dad, as a pastor, hated monsters.
Oh, no.
And he knew that he couldn't go back home because of what he'd become.
He
couldn't.
would be sloon.
He'd be slooned and he couldn't be vulnerable to his dad. No
no.
vulnerability. Are Edward
Yeah.
and Carlisle the same? I don't know.
Not really.
So apparently, slight content warning from content from the last episode, and now,
yeah.
he did try to kill himself.
Okay.
because he's like, I'm a disgusting, horrible monster. Oh my god, this is where Edward learns everything about himself.
Sure, sins the father and all that.
So he tried to control his bloodlust. He discovered then that he could do deer blood, and was like, oh my god, I can just eat animals and I'll be fine.
yeah.
So at nighttime, once he gets that under control, he starts studying at night to become a doctor.
Sure, night classes.
He does night classes in London,
At
I
London
guess.
Tech.
And it's so. I almost said London State.
Sure.
London State Tech.
Yeah.
Carlisle University.
Soho Community College or something.
He somehow ends up in Italy and he meets the Volturi.
Sure.
And they take him in. He's there for like 20 years.
Okay.
Like, so to a vampire, not long, but to like people, that's like forever.
Oh,
he
yeah.
tries teaching them about being a vegetarian vampire, and they're like, fuck you. That's the
No.
stupidest shit I've ever heard. Apparently, per the illustrated guide, at one point, Arrow, who's the main Eel Volturi member,
Yeah.
at one point, he put a bloody human corpse in the library just to see how Carlisle would react to it. So they just fucked with him a bunch.
That's rude.
And we're like, you stupid nerd. No, have some blood. So at some point, Carlisle just got sick of it and said, all right, I'm out. And he went to the New World.
That would be like if I came over to your house knowing that you are a vegetarian.
I am a vegetarian.
And just sort of left hamburgers strewn about.
I'd mostly just say, Ben, you've made a mess in my home.
You would probably say like, please pick that up before my dog eats it.
Or I would just have my dog eat it.
Yeah, it's true.
And go, was this for Jinx, my dog?
Maybe I'll do that next time I'm at your place.
Honestly, if you want to become Jinx's best friend, just strew hamburger across the floor.
Just to see how you react.
Yeah, and I think
as
mostly,
a fun prank.
I'd be less mad about the meat. I'd be more mad about the mess. And honestly, do you think Carlisle was more mad about the mess or the human body in the library?
I mean, probably the disrespect, right? I'm sure he's a little bit mad about the blood in the library.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily his library. The building probably belongs to Eel Volturi.
Eel Volturi.
Boy, we're going to have to remember the next time we record that we have to say it that
write
way.
this down. Listeners, email us all of our bits so that we don't forget.
Wikipedia.com.
Oh my God, make us a fan wiki.
That would be nice.
So, with all of that, then, to still have a painting of the Volturi with him to the side.
Looking like a sad boy.
Who's like, these guys just put a bloody guy in my library.
Right. And you said he was born
According to this, pre-1640. It didn't seem to give like an exact year, but basically he's like around 1600.
Let's do some dirty math here.
Yeah, do some dirty math.
About 400 years.
Yeah.
He spent 20 of those with the Volturi, which would be 20% of his life to that point. For me, a 32-year-old man, that would be the equivalent of about a year and a half. I did live roughly that long with a person that did not treat me well, and I don't think I would have an oil painting of that person in my apartment.
Yeah.
And the law. Above all the law.
Vampires have laws?
Not very many. And only one that's regularly enforced.
There's only one law.
And then says 3 things.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
What is it?
That we keep the existence of our kind a secret. We don't make spectacles of ourselves. And we don't kill conspicuously.
I was like, Edward, what the fuck? No, there's only one law.
There's only one law.
But then there's sub-laws to the law. There's amendments.
A,
Yes.
the existence of vampires is to remain a secret.
It's to remain a secret. Oopsies. We did break that.
Bad job. B,
Oopsies.
we don't make spectacles of ourselves.
Okay, Eel Volturi. All right, buds.
We see the cravats. We know how you feel about spectacle.
We know.
And C, we don't kill conspicuously, which I guess are all kind of different ways to say the same thing. But you can't say there's one law and then say 3 things.
Well, you know what it was is
What was
probably,
it?
as somebody who works in customer service, and we have like, for our website, we have a code of conduct that people have to follow, and we do rarely, but from time to time, like make amendments to it to clarify dumb shit people have done that is not allowed, but I guess wasn't clear enough initially. Maybe it just started as you can't reveal the existence of vampires.
And then some motherfucker starts getting too much of a spectacle.
Somebody, I don't know, was just juggling with their fangs out.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I didn't say anything. They're like, what? You called yourself the Great Vampire.
Right.
Like,
and
my
then,
guy.
And then another guy killed conspicuously.
Yeah.
And you're like, guys, come on.
There's one rule. Okay, well, listen, I just left him in a pool of blood. Nobody said it was a vampire.
I eat. I gotta kill to eat. Were you telling me I can't kill?
What? Oh, what? You saying I can't kill now?
Why am I not allowed allowed to eat like a vampire now.
Okay. Eel Volturi wants me to starve to death.
Eel
Wow, you guys hearing this
Volturi.
shit?
Can you believe this? Other guys,
Use our brains. Use that sciences part of our arts and sciences.
they would have hated Bram Stoker's Dracula. All that guy did was make a spectacle of himself and kill very conspicuously.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to die.
And if you break that law, that's actually 3 laws, you die.
Yeah.
And how do vampires die?
You just kind of
Just sort of get pulled apart like a Lego man.
It's like you get drawn and quartered, but like there's no horses.
Yeah.
Do you think there's vampire horses?
You gotta stop talking about that.
Can you make a horse a vampire?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know if it works cross species.
That's fair. I just know per Twilight lore,
Yeah.
you become a vampire through the venom, which is in
Right.
which is in their spit.
Right.
Which is why canonically Edward and Bella do not kiss with tongue. Is because he's worried about giving her his spit.
Really?
Yes. I learned about this in the book Why We Love and Hate Twilight.
Okay.
Is that canonically they talk about how in Twilight, to help explain sort of the like no fangs aspect to these vampires, is that the vampirism is like transmitted through saliva.
Right.
So the venom is in your saliva.
Okay.
So that's
So
why.
no Frenching.
So no Frenching because Edward is worried about turning Bella into a vampire.
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
I feel like even you kiss without tongue, you're gonna
You're
get a
getting
little.
a little bit.
You're swapping spit.
Yeah, but it's very Mormon of them. Like, no contact.
Right.
We could be vamping.
Yeah. For some reason, so they, we see a vampire who presumably broke this law getting killed by the leader of Eel Volturi.
Eel Volturi.
Played by I'm gonna go ahead and call this my favorite character across all the movies.
I would agree.
Aro is played by Michael Sheen. I just I guess we just talk about it now.
Yeah.
I really like the Volturi. Eel Volturi,
they're
sorry.
fun.
They
They're
are
camp.
They are very camp. This is where you really see that Stephanie Meyer was really heavily influenced by Interview with a Vampire. Because these
exactly.
absolutely feel like they were pulled out of those books and especially that movie.
Yes.
This is, anytime the Volturi, Eel Volturi, god damn it.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I can do better. I can be better.
Okay.
Anytime they are on screen, being their just very heightened, very camp selves, I am vibing with it. And Michael Sheen, who plays Aro or Arrow,
I'll look up the pronunciation. I don't remember what it
I'm going to
is.
stick with Aro.
Say Aro.
Or Arrow, because he could be.
Because we don't know.
We don't know.
I don't.
He certainly
know.
doesn't have a partner. Michael Sheen, who plays Aro, seems to really understand his job in this movie is to sort of be very arch.
Yeah.
And very just silly almost.
I think, remind you of what a vampire could be. A person who's been alive for hundreds and hundreds of years. They don't give a shit about social norms.
And like what the public perception of vampire was before Twilight.
Yeah.
Because Twilight really, really changed sort of the public definition of what a vampire is. And Vampire Diaries, of course, following up helped that. But it sort of turned it into this dark, broody, cool, sexy teenager.
Yeah.
Before that, this Aro guy is what vampires across movies were more like.
Yeah.
Of this weird, operatic,
eccentric guy.
long, flowy clothes, always looking down his nose at
Yes.
everyone, probably wears a bunch of big medals.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't try to blend in with his time, is weirdly out of time. Like, it always sort of an anachronism. And that's the vampire depiction that I really like.
Yeah.
And that's what Michael Sheen is going really, really hard on. And it really makes him stand out in this movie that is a bunch of people who were told, you're a vampire, but you're also in an ABC Family original series.
And they're like, yep, got it. I understand the
Cool.
assignment.
Yeah. So he's having fun, and it's hard not to have fun with him.
Yeah. You can't. And that's what makes a fun villain. If
Yeah.
you're like,
yes.
damn, I'm rooting for you, man.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
You're making this fun.
Right. From what I recall in interviews, he has a daughter or two who really liked these books. And so when he got the offer, he was like, yeah, all right, I'll do it for them.
Oh,
and that's wonderful.
so sweet.
He's one of my dream guests for this show, just because I really love a lot of basically everything he's ever done. All that to say, he's the one doing the killing.
Yeah.
And he pulls off the head.
Yeah.
He sort of twists it off. While he's doing that, 2 other guys are pulling off the arms of this vampire.
Yes.
Why do we have to pull the arms off?
Just to really be sure.
Just to drive the point home.
vampires are kind of like newts, you know? You gotta
Sure.
they might regrow them arms.
Yeah, like a starfish.
Yeah,
if you
they're
cut
a little
vampire in half.
starfish.
You got two vampires.
You know,
now.
actually, it's because that vampire's specific power was regeneration.
Oh, really?
And they're like, we gotta be sure this guy is not coming
Yeah,
back.
we
Could
gotta-
we have just staked him through the heart? Sure, but that's not fun.
No,
That's boring.
We gotta pop his head
We gotta
off.
make a show of it.
And also his arms.
In this scene, they each have like these little like judicial robes
Yeah.
on as they're like
casting
casting judgment on this guy.
Yeah.
And I found a quote from the costume designer for the Twilight Saga: New Moon.
Sure.
Tish Monahan, which was it was really important to me to get the right shape and to ensure to the audience that they are judicial robes because they are sitting in judgment. I looked at a lot of religious paintings from the 1300s to 1400s. For each of the prime Eel Volturi,
Eel Volturi.
we made the gowns the same shape in a black wool boucle, but with different trims.
Interesting.
So they all have very similar robes, but just slightly different.
I like that.
And I like that she wanted to emphasize, like, well, we had to be sure that people knew they were judicial robes.
Yeah.
Because they're judging people.
Obviously, for this
Obviously.
roughly 20 seconds
Yeah.
that will never come back. Yeah, no, that's great. And you can tell the costume department had a lot of fun with this one.
Dude, God bless the costume department for this movie.
Maybe I'm projecting a little too much, but I feel like when you're the costume department on a movie like this, and you get to dress the Renaissance Italy vampires, it's probably more fun than just like the teenagers who are just wearing Aeropostale or whatever.
Yeah, in the last scene, I noticed that like all the kids in class, they're like all wearing just like very boring, like brown and gray and black. I'm like, yeah, that's not interesting.
Yeah.
at all. That's also just sad and boring.
And I'm assuming anyone who gets into the film industry as a wardrobe professional and a costumer doesn't just want to go buy jeans.
No.
You want to make big frilly collars and things
Honestly,
like that.
I wonder if most of those extras in the classroom probably brought a lot of that from
Oh,
home.
for sure.
and
If
just
you were
went,
not,
yeah, I got jeans.
if you were not a named character, you almost certainly came in. You had to provide your own wardrobe. Yeah,
What if Eel Volturi had to provide their own wardrobe?
Michael Sheen just
had that
Yeah,
in his
that's-
closet. They're like, yeah, perfect.
yeah. That's how he came dressed to the set of Frost Nixon every day and had to then get into a normal
I'm
suit.
like, okay.
Okay. Anyway, Edward is telling all of this to Bella. He's sort of narrating all of this, and Bella doesn't like this kind of talk.
You gotta stop talking about that. I can't even think about someone hurting you.
Bella, the only thing that can hurt me is you.
Objectively not true.
No,
And I don't have anything else to be afraid of.
It's not true.
Hey, that's not true. You are a vampire man, and I
Right.
am woman.
yeah. Again, kind of a weird thing to say to the
Kind of a
17-year-old
weird
you've
thing.
known for about 6 months.
Especially to these now 18-year-old girl that you
Right.
have told, like, I could kill you. I could snap you like a fucking twig. But
Yeah,
you're the
and
only
in
thing that
fact,
can hurt
Bella
me.
agrees with us on this one because she's like, "What about Victoria?"
Victoria, she'll come for me one day. Alice will see when she decides, and we'll be ready.
And we get a little flashback.
We do.
Apparently, Victoria was in Phoenix at the events of the end of last movie because she goes into the ballet studio while the fire is still burning. Sees her dead mate there, James, and smears some soot on her face. I think that's bad fire safety from the Cullens.
Yeah.
I get that you got to take Bella to the hospital and say this girl just fell down 2 flights of stairs and out a window. But at least leave like Emmett and Jasper behind to make sure the entire building doesn't catch on
Yeah,
fire.
'cause I don't know. Y'all don't know like a water vampire or something?
Right. It's like they all immediately left.
They're like, this is Phoenix's problem now.
Right.
We did our job.
We can't be here. We have priors.
Well, because they're not supposed to make a spectacle.
That's
and the
true.
thing that is the least amount of spectacle is setting a ballet studio
That
on
is
fire.
That's a conspicuous kill.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah, we're just breaking laws
Yeah.
right and left.
But Victoria's there and smearing the soot because she got there real fast and then doesn't try to save him or anything. And Edward basically says, "Don't worry, that won't happen until next movie.
Yeah, that's not this plot, okay, honey?
Don't worry about it." Thank you.
Tut tut.
Thank you for asking. I'm sure we were all wondering what happened to her Don't worry
Don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
I know the last movie ended on the cliffhanger of she's watching us, and we're not going to see her at all in this movie, but don't worry about it.
God, why are you using your woman brain to think so much?
She'll come back next movie when she's ready
Yeah,
and is a
she needs
different
time to
person.
recharge.
She needs time to become a more famous actress. And he says that when that does happen, Alice will see it and everything will be fine. And we don't know that that's true because Alice's visions don't work like that.
No,
but whatever.
they don't. Everybody keeps relying on Alice too much, guys.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this once, isn't her power just like she sees how things like could be?
We did, yeah. I think you and I specifically talked
Yeah.
about this in the last movie, is that she sees things that may or may not happen, and she can't control what she sees or when she sees things.
Yeah.
She just has these visions of things that may or may not happen depending on the actions of other people.
Which is just imagining
and
things.
as we described it, yes, that's just guessing.
So Alice will just kind of guess, I don't know, she might be in Albuquerque.
Wow, I got
Maybe.
a real strong sense that Victoria's not anywhere near us. So
God, fuck. Could you imagine Alice just using her powers like, hey guys, I just sensed it. Alice definitely isn't at Texas Roadhouse. So I think it's safe for us to go there if we all
Yeah.
wanted to go tonight.
I really
My
wanna
family
go to-
dinner.
Wow, you said the words Texas Roadhouse, and now I really want to go to Texas
I don't know why
Roadhouse.
that was the first thing to pop into my head, but I guess Alice just really screams Texas Roadhouse to me.
loves buckets of peanuts, I guess.
I could protect you. If you change me.
No, you already do protect me. You're my only reason to stay alive.
Which is insane.
Dude,
That
Come
is
on, man.
insane.
you met her 6 months ago. You were alive for over 100 years before that. Surely you had some other reason to not wake up in the
Yeah.
morning because you don't go to sleep.
I was wondering, like, after I watched this scene of him saying, like, you're my only reason to live, it's like, okay, where were you mentally
Right.
before Twilight began?
Were you just sad until 2008 or 5, depending on the canon? Like, and is this part of the sort of the fantasy of the reader / viewer?
Yeah.
Is you meet this incredibly handsome rich boy who
All he wants is you.
right immediately decides, well, you're the most important thing I've ever looked at.
Yeah.
So now you're my entire existence. Is you a person
Which
I
is
kind of know?
Not listener.
Not good.
Listener.
Yeah.
That is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. Megan and I were watching some show recently where I think it was like a medical drama, and they were talking
Yeah.
about like, we've never spent a night apart from one another. And Megan and I are like, that's insane. What
That's
do you
weird.
Mean? What do you mean you haven't like just like gone on a trip or like at a work thing or something?
Right.
Like, I love my wife. I don't need to spend every single second of my day with her.
Yeah.
I love and adore her. And for the record, she and I talked about this and she agrees. I don't want to come across like I'm sounding like, I don't want to spend time with my wife. Just like, it's healthy in life and in a relationship to have like ebb and flow.
Right.
You know, of like, yes, time with wife, time for myself, time with friends, time with others.
Yeah.
It can't be your only thing. That's not sustainable.
Right. Like my wife and I moved in together. And then about a month later, she went on a trip on a bachelorette party.
Hell yeah.
So I guess if you, in this medical drama, the person has never spent a night away from their wife or whatever, that means neither of you have friends.
No, you don't have
or
friends. You don't have
anything taking you out of town for a reason that would not include the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward, you're weird. You're a weird little man.
Yeah.
But it's my job to protect you. From everyone except my sister.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time.
And before we can think about this, or Bella has time to form an opinion on the insane expectations that have just been laid upon her, Alice literally skips into
Alice
the room.
skips in.
It's time. It's time. It's
She's
time.
like, it's time for the most iconic scene of the movie.
For
Come
what?
on in.
We're not gonna see. We don't
We're
know what
not
that is
talking
yet.
about- Yeah, no, like I said, you're locked in. You're gonna listen to the next episode.
Yeah.
Once it happens, but
You're so
locked
close to
in.
being able to stop listening to us.
Yeah.
And start talking to someone important.
Yeah. I know we said it's unhealthy to rely on like one person or thing for everything, but not when it comes to bite size. That's
You're the
different.
only reason we stay alive, listener. In fact, when you stop listening to this,
we die.
we cease to exist.
Yeah.
Sarah and I, fun fact, we're two disembodied voices floating in a void. We have.
Oh my God, they're gonna think we're fucking AI now.
We're it's different. We're just intangible.
Yeah.
We are not permanent objects.
No.
And when you
And you know what? Ain't human life. Not all permanent objects.
That's just how it is. When you're not experiencing us, listener, we don't exist.
We don't exist. So we need your applause, your likes,
And
your
we need
comments.
you to please don't turn it off or we stop or we it's so cold in there.
It's real sad. They just keep playing party rock anthem all day and night, and it's really annoying. What?
Did you know that Party Rock is in the house tonight?
Here?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
everybody's gonna have a good time. So if you had to give the scene a name, what would it be?
Oh,
And this is also going to be the name of the episode, so let's make it good.
Okay, I want to name this episode Eel Volturi, but I don't want it spelled eel like I-L the correct way. I want it spelled the way I've been thinking about it the whole episode, which is Eel Volturi. So
Yeah.
E-E-L Volturi.
Eel Volturi.
Eel
There you go.
Volturi.
Sarah, in real life, I asked you this about an hour ago.
What?
And I know what the answer was.
No,
then,
it
but
might have
maybe-
changed.
Maybe it's changed.
Hey, life comes at you fast sometimes.
Do you got anything you want to promote?
Yeah, I want to promote self-care. I want to promote going to therapy. I want to promote drinking water.
Yes.
I want to promote taking your meds. I
I want to
want
promote
to
taking someone else's meds.
no, don't do that.
Maybe you need them.
You can also follow me on Blue Sky at Oops All Smurf. But yeah, that's really all I got to promote.
Sure. Follow the show on social media, bitesizedpod_ on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, or at bitesizedpod _ on Tumblr. If you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Twilight Podcast, where for a mere $5 a month, you can listen to me and Sarah and our editor, Ben, talk about the movies that the Twilight stars were in before they were in Twilight. I believe the most recent posting, as of the time of this posting, will still be The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl
In
which
3D.
we actually watched
In
3D.
3D.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of my favorite things we've done.
Hell yeah.
If you want to send an email to the show, you can send an email to myfavoritetwilightpodcast@gmail.com, such as a listener named Itzel, who said, "Hi, Ben, greetings from France. Well, actually from Mexico this time since I'm visiting family."
Oh my
well,
God.
which one is it?
Got him.
Nice try. I just got caught up on all the episodes, and I have so much to say, but I'll just say this. I had to listen to episode 64 twice. Thank you.
64. Which one is 64?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's stammering down the stairs. It's our.
Oh.
It's Yumi and Ben.
Yes.
It's the very famous. She swan dived out the window, and that's why
Yes,
she's Bella Swan.
You were there for it. Because I wanted to be sure I hadn't imagined it, but you really didn't notice a key detail from that scene. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
I don't know if anyone had pointed this out already, but when Bella is on the hospital bed, there's a TV behind Renee showing the scene from the dance studio where the Cullens come and burn James. That can't be true.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to have to go
Oh,
home
we're going back
and
now.
investigate this. Why did I just say I'm going to have to go home and investigate this?
You're in your home.
We're in my living room. I'm sitting on a chair that I own. Cheers. Itzel, thank you for that.
Thank you. We love emails.
It's incredible to find something that we missed.
Yeah.
Won't happen again.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that you care enough about the show and the accuracy
Yeah.
of our reporting on the show to email us to let us know that we missed something.
Thank you for that. And if
Thank
we did
you.
miss anything else, please let us know.
Oh my God, yeah. If there's more fun facts,
Yeah.
more stuff we missed, you're like me and love to scratch a little itch and go down
Yeah.
a rabbit hole of, hey, what version of Romeo and Juliet are they watching? And I don't think I got it wrong that time,
Yeah.
but other things, let us know.
Send an email to myfavoritetwilightpodcast@gmail.com. Leave a comment or send a DM to social media somewhere, and one of us will read it. You have all the logins now. You can do that.
I can. No,
Yeah.
not you, the listener. Me,
No,
Sarah.
these are not communal email accounts.
This is
that
not
anyone can
Dropout. This
check.
is not your Netflix.
No, we are not sharing these passwords
No.
with you. But we are sharing our love and thanks to you for
Yeah.
listening. And also thank you to Ben Oxher for editing this show and making it sound good. Thank you to the band Swimwear Department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. And that is it. That is all we have to say, as we always say at the end of every episode.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
It's going to make you lose your mind.
Whoa!
Everybody have a good time. every day I'm shuffling.
You must be exhausted.
That's what happens when you pause this. We shuffle.
Boop, 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 boop.
See you next time.